Despite music, I have my personality, and I'm a low-key type of guy, right? If I don't want to sabi you, we can come up from the same country. But if I don't want to sabi you, I'm not the type of person who they rush to straight away. You understand? Some people have that personality, but to me, I'm more reserved. Until when I'm introduced to you, that's the time I will see and I'll be like, hey, Maggie, what's up? You understand? Eh? We have that bit of conversation. So sometimes people mistake that my personality for being proud.
Hi viewers, and welcome to the Reality View podcast. Well, today the podcast moved from Badia to Marsden Park. And you know what it is? I'm with the superstar, the talented, multi-talented Tero D, one of Sierra Leone's best R&B singer. And he's very versatile. But you know, a few weeks back, I released a video talking about what he says when it comes to support from Sierra Leoneans. But as always in this podcast, we vibe in English and Creole, and with the man himself, Tero D. His name is Daniel. He will tell us more about himself, but as we know, he is a musician and he has been in the industry for more than 10 years. He is the CEO of Mike City Entertainment, and we know some of his hit track. He has featured lots of international stars, especially Nigerians. Who knows? Welcome to the Reality View podcast. Omega say, now you welcome me, now you.
Well, welcome to my house, man. Thank you for coming down to my studio, and it's also a pleasure to be in your podcast, man. Because I've been seeing you've been doing a lot of great stuff on your IG. A couple of people that you've interviewed out there. You're doing extremely well, man. So it's an honor to have you here.
Thank you for having me. And Tero, do you have a beautiful house?
Thank you.
Congratulations on acquiring this one. You tell me say that secret man not talk about.
Thank you. Low-key.
Journalist who Congo All right, that's our hardworking brother. He's not only an artist, but we'll find out more who is Tero D. So I know your name is Daniel, but can you start to tell us who is Tero D?
Tero D is my real name actually. It's Daniel Kamara. Born in Yele, Tonkolele district. I grew up there, did my primary school there. Then I left Yele, came to Freetown, did my secondary school. And during the rebel war, we decided to leave Sierra Leone. And we flew to the neighboring country, Guinea. I didn't like Guinea for some time, then we get the opportunity to come to Australia. So that's literally where the Tero D started from, making music for people out there. But prior to me even coming here, I get a couple of songs about on drop na Salon Day. But at that time, I can say it's the starting of me trying to even find out whether is this what I want to do. But until I come to Australia here, gotten the chance to be exposed because I went to GMC Academy to study audio engineering. So being in the midst of professional, and I'm like, I think this is definitely something that I want to do. I want to represent my country on that international scales, man.
So being in music is not something you just grabbed, but it's something that it's actually embedded in you.
From day one, man, since I was a kid, as far as I can remember, man, I've always been to music. Even before I come here, man, I used to partake in a lot of rap competitions and all that. And then I get a chance to finally come here. But before, like I said, back then, it was just fun. When you get a hobby and you love doing it. But until when I came here, I'm like, okay, this is business now. It's time for me to focus on this and do it on a professional way.
Okay. So what motivates you to actually rename yourself Tero D?
This goes back again from when I was going to school back then. I used to partake in a lot of rapping competition, stuff like that. And every time I get into any competition, I always happen to win. So it gets to a certain point. Every time I show up to a competition, it's like, okay, he's here to terrorize us again. You understand? He's here to terrorize us. So guys started just calling me Tero. So when I decided, okay, I'm going to need to do this on a full-time level or something, I remember all of those instances. So that's why I give myself the Tero. And the Daniel stand for my real name, which is, the D stand for my real name, which is Daniel or something.
All right. Like you mentioned earlier, you started this all back in school and you hail from Yele, where you actually born.
Yeah.
But coming to Australia, was there any intention to say, when I come to this country, I will do music, or you came, started working and decided to say, oh, let me go back to what I like as a kid?
I started doing it back home, like I said. And when I came to Australia here, music is something that's always been in me. But when you come to a new country, your focus is more about how to settle. You understand? Especially when you got families, that looks up to you. You think about how to settle first. So I put music aside for, I think, about 8 years or something. I didn't touch music. I didn't do anything. I was just focusing on building myself, and also did my Bachelor of Audio Engineering with JMC Academy. So I was focusing on building myself. Then I came back again. When I started again, and I see myself started doing it in a more, cause back then it would just be to do music no more. You understand? When you focus on, okay, is this might possibly take me to a higher height, But when I came here and being exposed to the knowledge of me going to that uni or something, I'm like, okay, I think it's about time for me to actually, pay attention to this and put some level of professionalism or something.
All right. Okay. So coming now into music proper, can you tell us what was your first hit song?
Before I traveled to Australia here back in 2003, I dropped a song called Baby Girl. And that song, Key Milan was the one that literally promoted that record for me. He was taking me from one DJ. I met DJ Box back then, all of the top DJs back then introduced me as his boy, stuff like that. So they started playing that record. And that record created a major impact to a point that at that time I was being compared to Jimmy B. I'm like, damn, Jimmy B was someone that I was looking up to or something. How can you guys compare me to Jimmy B? Well, because I just dropped this particular single here or something. So back then, people know that record. But when I disappeared, when I came to Australia here and went quiet for like 8 years, you understand? So people started to forget about Terody. So when I came back again to start reintroduce myself again, some people think I'm a new artist.
Okay. So guys, you've heard from him. It didn't just started here in Australia. It started back home, and as you mentioned, King Milan was a legend. All of us will wait for Saturday evening to just watch.
That guy's a legend. He was a legend, man.
It was one of the biggest TV shows in Sierra Leone by then. At that time, every Sierra Leonean person who love music want to see King Milan
definitely,
on
definitely.
SBS, because we will see all the new artists, new music, and old music combining together.
Funny thing, King Milan did well, because I did. From day one, I've always been that type of person that always want to challenge myself. I did a major video in Conakry, and that video came out was there as well. In that video, so I took it to Kim Milan. When you're watching Kim Milan so much and you get a chance to finally meet him, I'm like, bro, I've been watching, I'm a fan, but this is my record, this is my video, help me push it. And since then, that guy just embraced me like a little brother,
Terody, you have a special style when it comes to music. So what's influencing, or what is the influence?
I feel like sometimes the lack of appreciation can sometimes help you to become better. You understand? When you are putting stuff out there and the reaction, it's not really major like that, it challenges you to do better. You ask yourself, maybe, should I step up? Should I step up? Because when you look at Terody's music like 10 years ago and to where I'm at right now, there's a progression, there's a growth, So over the years, because I've been trying to prove to Sierra Leone that I got something to offer. The support is there. The name Terody is huge in Sierra Leone. It's well respected or something. But when it comes to that support that gives you that motivation to want to think about, okay, maybe it's about time I start collaborating with them, Chris Brown, with them, Rick Ross, it's not there. The financial support is not there. So that they challenge you for even try for be better, record after record. What I see myself, every time I drop a record, based on the reaction, I'm like, okay, I need to do something even more better. You understand? So I get to a point whereby I'm comfortable now where I'm at with my music. Right. And I owe you to the fact that our people give that major support where we need, because that challenged me to want to do better. You understand? I look at them Whiskey, them Burna Boy type of record that they appreciate. I'm like, okay, maybe I need to get to that level.
Yeah.
All
right. So meaning the lack of support from fans back home here in Australia, they motivate you for they influence your style. Now let's come to your style properly. Some people say
it's not. They don't influence the style. They influence you to be better.
To be better.
The style is something that you just develop over the years from doing music. You wanting to be better than your last record or something like that. So you just see yourself upgrading or something.
All right. So some people says Terody sings hip hop, it sings R&B. They don't know where you stand. for me, I know where you stand in music because I know your style and what you like to do, what you feel happy about. But tell us, what's your major music style? What kind of music are you into?
When I started doing music, I was more into hip hop. Understand? I was literally doing hip hop a lot back then, man. When they talk about hip hop artists then back then, he called them Cow, he called them LAJ, he must call TLD, stuff like that, then Yoke 7, stuff like that. But it gets to a certain point, you grow and you tend to watch again the trend that is going out there. For Africa, rap music, I feel like people, then they appreciate them, but then they appreciate as much as then they appreciate like Afrobeat. And God blessed me with the knowledge to be able to sing and rap at the same time. So I started, I'm not going to say I switched because I still got some hip hop record that I've recorded. I decided to give what I feel like people are appreciating more because I don't just do music for fun's sake. For the sake of doing music, I want to be able to create my own legacy. I want to be able to represent my country in some way that's whereby any other people outside of my country can look at our music and be like, okay, yeah, this guy is doing well for his country. You understand? So that's basically it.
Okay, so you mentioned back then when you were into hip hop properly, and your name was among those top hip hop artists, and yeah, I can say, I witness to that because I used to work on the radio before, and I know when the conversation of hip hop comes up, you will hear names like Cow Dinero, LAJ, Superior, Terror D from Australia.
There you go.
Even in the hip hop charts, we used to do hip hop charts, so your name or music will always comes up. So, do you think changing your style from hip hop to now Afrobeat is actually affecting your fan base?
I don't think it's affecting my fan base per se, man. Because it could have, you understand? Because people know me I started as a hip hop artist, you understand? And along the way I switched. But that's why I try to incorporate rap. You understand? Even though I'm doing Afrobeat, if you listen to every single one of my record, like the one I played you guys before we started having this conversation, I always try to incorporate rap there. But when it's time for me to actually do hip hop record, right? I do hip hop record again as well. I just have the ability to, let's call it, I'm a versatile artist. I can do hip hop, I can do R&B at the same times again, in the Afrobeat that you're talking about or something. So for now, I just feel like our people appreciate Afrobeat more. So that's why I'm leaning towards it.
Okay.
I didn't run away from hip hop, and it could have been the reasons why it affected me along the way, but sometimes it's worth the risk.
Yeah.
You understand?
Mike City was up there, Black Leo RFM Mike City.
Yep.
But then I was also in Frita when you did one of your biggest shows.
Yep.
And your last show, that was in 2018.
Yep.
I was on my way to Australia while you going.
With Solistar and
yes, and I did some interview with some of your promoters on Radio Mercury to promote the show.
Wow.
I didn't say anything about I'm going to Australia or whatever, but I was interviewing them, the guys from Calabar Town and all.
Yeah.
So what do you think about that show? And from that time to now, do you think any improvement has happened in terms of building your fan base?
The fan base has grown over the years in Sierra Leone. Like I can literally tell you, you cannot call any big artist in Sierra Leone, you can't mention Terror D. You understand? Yes, there's, like I said, the lack of support sometimes discourages you, especially where we're from, the way people support music, you understand? And when you have family that look up to you, you can't just be investing. Music it takes a lot of investments, man. Exactly. You understand? You got to invest a lot. But if you keep investing, then nothing is coming much into you're not cultivated from your investment. So you tend to sit down and rethink. So sometimes I tend to go like a year off, 2 off, and ask myself, you understand? But like I said, once you have the love of something, it's hard for you to just disappear like that, So it might go quiet for some time and then come back again as well, man.
Yeah. So coming to the industry itself, what challenges are you facing?
Right now, I feel like we're at an age whereby TikTok, it has helped a lot of artists over the years, you understand? And we have major TikTokers in Sierra Leone with major numbers. I feel like Sierra Leone needs to start to embrace Sierra Leone music. It's not there's nothing wrong with you guys showing love to music from outside of Sierra Leone. But when you go to Nigeria, 90% of the songs there, they're Nigerians. When you go to South Africa, 90% to 100, or maybe if I can even push it to 95% of the record that they play in clubs there are South African music. But in Sierra Leone, when he goes there, we appreciate music outside of our country than our own. So those are some of the challenges that I feel like we're having. The bloggers, everyone wants to collect. You understand? Everybody, like I spoke to a blogger recently for my new single that I'm about to drop, and some are charging you 5 million for just make a post about you. Now imagine if I reach out to, because one blogger cannot do it for you. You need about 15 to 20 bloggers, you understand, to push your material out there. If you have to spend like 10,000 or 10 million or 5 million on one blogger, how much money do you think you're going to spend? And especially when the industry is not giving us what we are putting in right now. So what we need to do as bloggers, promoters, TikTokers, let's embrace Sierra Leone music. Let's show the world out there what we have to offer from Sierra Leone. You understand? It's okay from time to time to show love to maybe Burna Boy, I call it them South African music and all that type of stuff. But let's embrace Sierra Leone music. We are there now. I know a couple of artists that I feel like me in general, I can compete with any artist outside of Sierra Leone.
Yeah,
man.
tell you
Musically.
You're good.
You know?
We'll come to that, but let's talk about this, because when I posted about you, there were some bloggers and journalists who are friends like, you have to ask him what happened, what went wrong from the time we promoted him, and what happened, and why the silence, and why we are not pushing him anymore. Do you think there's any problem between you and promoters, bloggers?
The thing is this: we're only human, right? We're only human. Sometimes I may step on your toes, right? But we're not perfect, man. I do wrong to people. People do wrong to me. If I do wrong to you, maybe it's not intentional. But don't take that and keep it, and don't take that personal to a point that even if you hear a good record of Terror D, who is representing the green, white, blue, just because maybe I may have stepped in your toe in the past doesn't mean you should ignore that. What if my record is the one that may break Sierra Leone, may take Sierra Leone international out there? So you're literally putting a blockage from people to get to know it just because of an issue that we have. When we get the time for see you, if I wrong you, Maggie, I'm never too big to say, hey, I'm sorry. Understand? We're only human. But don't use that as a blockage to ignoring what I am putting out there. God knows, man, I love my country to death, man. I'm representing Sierra Leone any side of day, man. Understand? But I feel like you're fighting to represent a country that is not representing you.
Yeah. Okay. So back in Australia, because they say charity begins at home, I don't see that much support for you within the community.
Australia. Wow. Continue, please.
Yeah. And when I come with that notion that Terror is the biggest artist here. First of all, One Day Salon.
Yeah.
I only know two of you and Bachman. But when I come, I notice all the artists them there. But me count that idea said already was the biggest, because now you have been know. And now you maybe know say you didn't have that conversation.
Yeah.
Even as top 5, top 10, always your music there. And you get one of the best videos them. Not one, many of the best videos them for Sierra Leone music. But I begin get conversation within the community. And people start say it proud. And then they come to me. And one hour before they go to and then they can event them, and then they go this person thing, and then they come this person, you know.
Maggie.
So what do you think about that?
Maggie, thank you very much for bringing this question, right? When you meet Terror D in person, do you see any proud?
No, totally not.
To me, despite music, I have my personality, and I'm a low-key type of guy, right? If I don't want to sabi you, we can come up from the same country. But if I don't want to sabi you, I'm not the type of person who they rush to you straight away. You understand? Some people will have that personality, but to me, I'm more reserved. Until when I'm introduced to you, that's the time I will see you and I'll be like, hey, Maggie, what's up? You understand? We have that bit of conversation. So sometimes people mistake that my personality for being proud. But I'm far from being proud, man. The thing with me, I'm just that I like that quiet lifestyle. Even if you check my social media, I'm not the type of person that is crazy, crazy like that. I always keep things on a low key. But that's what's been going on in Sydney here. You know, I see people accusing me of being proud, of being Terodi, being think it's all that. I'm not. It's just their own perception. Or it's just maybe one person that is not cool with me. Go to the community out there and say Terodi is proud. And the other person back again, just take on to the next person, take on to the next person. That's why it's scatter. But in terms of being the big artist here, every single one of my community knows that Terodi is doing well when it comes to music. You understand? They know that, they acknowledge that. But it's just in terms of me getting support from them because of the way, the picture that they've painted me to be. And I'm not the type of person that like to be like to justify myself based on what people out there are saying, except when I have this opportunity to have a conversation with you, maybe then we'll get another perception of me. But to say that I'm a proud person, anybody who is a Terodi can testify that, understand? But despite that, still, my Sydney people, I love una all, man. You know, I'm just this quiet guy who be say I like for in my own corner. But I represent my community. And I'm not the type of person where they organize an event, I just show up. If I don't get an invitation, I'm not just gonna go crash your party like that.
Superstar,
exactly. So when I get an invitation, then I will come and give you that support.
Boss, you don't ever invite you, go?
There's never been a time if somebody invites me in party or something, I say they come, I not get a chance for come, I go always call and be like, why? The reason, and tell them the reasons why I'm able to meet up for come. But to say I've ever ignored somebody's invitation, you know when they happen. You understand? It's just that there's been few instances whereby some Sigilina, they organize a show. Because for here, that's part of our community. No club, not the way they enter in Sydney, where they ask me for pay. No club among the African clubs the way they happen now. So every time I go there, there's always VIP treatment I get. Whether I take one person or two people or stuff like that, that's what I always get. But when it comes to my people, there's one person who don't make a show. He talks to, oh, Terodi with the U1 tickets. If you the couch sports, you need to buy a ticket. And I felt that's disrespectful, man. You send me an invitation. I'm coming to there to honor your invitation, and I'm bringing my significant partner. You want me to buy a ticket for my significant partner? It's not about the money, but it's about the respect. You understand? I've given to my community. What I'm doing as a musician is me giving to my people. The little appreciation I can get is if you invite me, now you sure I can't respect you, sure, not ask me again for pay for me, a woman.
Okay.
So I think there's only that situation that has happened where I'm able to go. But I tell them the reasons why. I'm like, bro, I can't come to this event. I need 2 tickets for me to be able to attend your event. If I can't get that, then I'm not going to come. That's it. But beside that, to say I get an invitation, I ignore it. It's never happened, man. It's just people building perception about how the type of person that I'm not.
Okay. So do you have good relationship with the other artists in Sydney?
I don't have no problem with any artist here in Sydney, man. What I see myself here, I don't know why, man. Sometimes maybe when God give you more responsibility, it comes with, something behind it. I've always tried to be cool with every artist in Sydney. So whether Leone or outside of Leone, I've always tried to be cool with them. But along the way, they have an issue with me. I don't know why.
Why do you think?
I don't know. I don't want to call somebody. I don't want to fight somebody. I don't want to argue with somebody. This is just me being me.
What about the DJs?
The DJs back again. I don't get no issue with any DJs again as well. Bampia used to be one of my guys. Will hold me down. In every party out there, is banging my song, stuff like that. DJ Daddy again. You get DJ, I call it Chocolate Drop. But maybe my issue is because I'm not the type of person that will just pick phone and be like, hey, big up, what's up? Bampia, what's up? I don't do that most of the time.
I see also one time now the community group was say, but the pick call Terodi. For pick call na issue? Because me say I didn't pick call so.
To me, if I don't get your number saved on my phone, I'm not gonna pick up. You understand? If your number is not saved up on my phone, I'm not gonna pick up. I don't know whether it could. See, this is what I don't really understand, right? It's just something that I go with. If your number is not on my phone, understand? It could be someone outside of my community, but I'm not gonna pick up. So or send me a text message.
That has to do with security reasons?
That's it. It's just me trying to keep. If I don't have your number, why should I answer a call? If I don't really have your number, or if you really want to get hold of me, send me a text message. Hey, Terodina, maybe they try for call you, blah blah blah, and I go pick phone and return your call. But if I just get a random call like that and it's not saved on my phone, I don't pick up. That's just a me thing, That's just me trying to protect myself. There's a lot of scammers out there calling you sometimes, recording your voice, calling your bank and try to, act like it's you or something like that. So if your number is not stored on my phone, I don't pick up.
So you prefer text?
Text me at least. If you call me and able get me, send a text message. And I so and so they try to reach out to. At least I go, okay, this is this person that is contacting me.
All right. So now it's a terrorist call. It's about security reasons, and it don't make it clear. Text force. Even before I come to in PV, I text them first.
Thank you very much.
Because I know say even within myself I get that style. If I don't know your number, I let it pick up so easily. Let me talk now about music. We don't talk about style where you like, but I don't hear people say he's not singing for Sierra Leoneans. Sierra Leoneans like Bembeske. This is a genre of music Sierra Leoneans created themselves. Bembeske. So with all this pressure, like from coming from hip hop to now R&B and Afrobeat. Do you think it's not time for you to go into Bembeske?
No,
people and dance song?
Maggie, I would never do Bembeske. You understand?
Why?
I know you do Bembeske because that's not my style. You understand? If I do Bembeske, maybe I could disturb your ears. You understand? Because that's not me. So the thing is that our people, we need to learn to embrace this, right? It's okay for us to accept various type of music. I can listen to Bembeske sometimes, you understand? But that doesn't mean if I don't do Bembeske, people are only for accept me. You understand? I'm trying to rap Sierra Leone from an international scale. You understand? So that's why my music, most of the time, now I do them in English and I chalk Creole from time to time, chalk Creole from time to time for tell people and say, hey, I rap the green, white, blue. But not to everybody. Where you go Nigeria, I get whiskey they sing like then some of those Nigerian guys. No, he's different. Burna Boy sometimes they sing Nigeria, but his music is very international like that. So because I know you do Bembeske cannot mean say I know you represent Sierra Leone. I represent Sierra Leone, I love Sierra Leone. I get artists them sometimes that I collaborate with that does Bembeske or something. You understand? And I'm always open to collaboration. I've done a lot of collaboration, Mahmoudi.
What's your biggest collaboration?
My biggest collaboration is with locally or international? Locally. Emerson.
Oh, Emerson.
Yeah, man. Collaborating with Emerson was a big deal, man.
What song?
All Access.
All Access.
All Access. It's already featuring Emerson. Emerson has been a legend from day one, stuff like that. So even prior to us being showcased in the industry, he's been doing his thing out there, stuff like so. Getting the chance to get him on a record, you understand? It was and Emerson not supposed to be easy for a feature, not supposed to be easy for a feature. So make it try to get hold of him and do collaboration with him. It was good to link up with Emerson on the record. Shout out to him, man. He's doing well,
Yeah. So what about internationally? I love one of your songs. I know you're remixing it now. From day one, I was in Sierra Leone. I will blast that song on the radio, Sugar. And do you know what? That was the song. Actually, my friend started calling me Sugarlin. So I got that Sugarlin name I'm using on Facebook from that record.
Small world.
Because I was blasting it.
Small world.
I will always blast that song.
Wait, you know why? You know why I'm doing this Sugar remix? There's actually a friend of mine in the community here. He loves that record again as well, man. He's always telling me, "Tell you need for try for remix this song, yeah." So shout out to you, Esba. You're always telling me, "Tell you need for try for remix song." Me, I like this song, yeah. So that song is bad.
Yeah. Esba is a real man, you know.
You say this song get bad, man. You say like right now. You left with on the per music. Imagine you remix Sugar. So I'm like, okay, let me give you some thoughts. You understand? So one time I was in the studio listening to Sugar and I stumbled on the beat. I'm like, okay, it's about time again, And what I did to the remix, wait, come on, you know what I'm talking about.
That song is amazing. So if you're not listening, Sugar, go listen. One of Terodim's best music there. So it was Bracket.
Yes.
On it.
No, not Bracket. Sugar, I did this alone. Now you was the one with Bracket.
With Bracket.
Yeah.
So that was another amazing song.
Yeah.
So who is your best collaborator in international level?
I'll say Bracket. Bracket, I be listening to Yori back then with the vibe to that song there, stuff like that. Then Bracket and Camden, Australia also. And then one of the promoters was a close friend of mine. He got a chance to introduce me to them. And then I played them Sugar. You understand? They fell in love with Sugar. It's like, bro, you got it. And at that time, Charles Ostrov, they just play Nayu beat for me and send it to me. You understand? I get them to listen to it, they love it. But I've already came up with an idea a long time ago. I then just build up from my own idea. They did the chorus and I did my own parts. Record them in literally 4 hours time. Then the record was done.
All right.
And I had to travel to Nigeria now to do a video with them. That was my biggest collaboration. That was crazy, man. Me having the opportunity to be in the studio with those guys was crazy, man.
So, in all of this, collaborating locally, internationally, do you think there's any significant improvement in terms of collaborating with people or just singing as a lone artist?
I'm always open to collaborations. I believe in the impact of collaboration, but especially for we on artists and back home, salon artists they hard for feature. I tell you, man, salon artists they hard for feature bad, man. Somebody the contacts are for collaboration say, okay, no problem. Tell her I go send the verse. Understand? But you know they ever in the verse and they ever come or something. And I'm not the type of person where I feel like okay, I need to chase you over and over, forget something out of you. I just feel like we're both musicians and we both know what we're doing. Understand? So if we link up on a record, it's for the benefit of the fans out there. I like collaborating because I like when two ideas come to a song to try and portray it out there. You understand? So say you're a musician, right? You get your own people that follows you. Yeah. It's an opportunity for you to introduce me to your people and me introducing you to my people. So that's why I love collaboration. But sometimes I find it's easy to do collaboration with international artists, but artists back home, a headache. A problem. I tell you, man.
All right, so let's talk family.
Yeah.
Music, family, work. How you leverage your time?
Family is good, man. I got 3 kids now, man. I get a 16-year-old girl. I've got a 9-year-old, and I've got an 8 months, a newborn baby, man. And I value family big time, man. Even the reasons why I went quiet for some time is because of that. My late brother passed. Yeah. My brother passed, and then my mom had a stroke. So there was a lot going on with me, So I decided to forget about music for now and focus on, helping my mom out, helping my family, building my family. Mom been there by himself before, but because he got the stroke, she needs constant supervision. So I managed to get her off from where she was staying, and now she's living with me. So I've got my mom here, I've got my family, my daughter, my woman again, So right now I just try for juggle between taking care of my family at the same time, again focusing on my music because we still need to feed the fans.
Yeah, that's amazing. So aside music, is there any other thing Terodi is known for?
Oh man, I'm a hustler, man. I just got a couple of 1, 2, 3 online business that I do, and that brings me, the income to help sustaining my family or something. But beside that, man, I'm into music full time, man. Just doing music and then plus my online businesses. I'm a hustler, man. I'm an entrepreneur.
So what you do online?
No, I don't keep her low key. She's a journalist. I don't make you go write a whole paragraph about me. A big girl. Keep her low key.
Because when I say online business, some man go shock, but it's not genuine business. But
very genuine.
I'll
just keep her low key.
So, Terodi, in terms of fashion, every time I see you wear white.
I love white.
Like you're a peaceful person.
Thank you. That's what it represents, though. Peace. Even though the name Tero is the opposite of peace.
First of all, why am I playing music? Terodi. I'm this guy gangster. But why can't you know? Because this cool guy.
But Tero basically is the music side to me. Every time I drop a record, it terrorize people in big time. Like, if you're not a musician, you listen to me record like, fuck, man, this guy just dropped something major. How can I top that? So it's basically
Do you think Sierra Leonean artists are honest enough to give that, like perception of your music?
No, trust me, man. There's a couple of artists out there. A couple of artists out there who don't even tell me personally, it's man. Respect to you. Famous is one of them, man. Famous is like, bro, do you know the doorway don't open? Like the time I came up, I'm the first artist to ever come up with the dopest video in a salon. When I went to Nigeria doing levels, you understand? I did the video levels there in Nigeria with Solid Star, and I did Nayu with Bracket. Those are one of the top range video in Sierra Leone. And after those videos, every artist now they fight for do major videos representing Sierra Leone in terms of dopeness. So one time when I took Solid Star to Sierra Leone for my show in 2018, I met him now, AYV. It's like, bro, you have no idea the door don't open for the industry or something. Yeah. You understand? So there are artists out there who appreciate it, and most of them out there, they know what I'm capable of doing. Yeah. Most of them, before I talk to them, they call me by my name. They always refer me as King Terror.
You always can tell, even to me. So, looking at that point of view, from people appreciating your music, artists in the industry, even people are appreciating your video.
Yeah.
Like people telling me Terror is number one.
Yeah.
His videos are top notch.
Yeah.
So with that level, what next should we expect from you?
Well, like I said, I went quiet for some time now. I'm coming back again. I'm slowly coming back again. Something is cooking. Something major is cooking, man. Just let's just say Sierra Leone and the rest of the world out there. Just expect greatness, man. Something major is cooking, man. I got a record that I'm dropping very soon. Sugar Remix. It's very international. And after that, there's a major classic banger that is coming. You know, I titled it Pata. When I be on the lookout for that particular record, man, it's something major, man. That record is gonna make the entire Sierra Leone proud, man.
I had the song when I came in, and it's nice.
Thank you very much.
Good. It's gonna be a hit.
Thank you.
So let's talk about team. Do you have your team? Do you have like a manager? Because people are saying Sierra Leonean artists. Now then they manage themselves. They don't get team. They don't get promoter. They don't get media person. They don't get this. They don't get that.
I had a team before, right? And then along the way, you know, when people support you over and over, sometimes they grow from it. You understand? They want to move on. They want to start their own family. Yeah. So some of them goes their various way. Not in a bad blood, in a peaceful way. You understand? Even up till now, we're still in peace. We're still in talks and everything. But recently, I'm trying to set up a management team. I actually appoint one guy, Wena Soriba Special. You understand? He's a former DJ in Sierra Leone. He's gone outside of Sierra Leone to study music business. He's really very intelligent guy. So he's actually the one that I've put in charge to manage my label, Mike City Music or something. So I'm in the process of setting up a team. And for here, there's no one bigger than you. When you do this here, so you get me back now. So, you know, there's no one bigger than Australia. So me, I talk maybe even Salon back, maybe I compete with a lot of them out there. So if you get me back, so that's it. So
you know. So let's keep it low key and see how it goes. But like we really need to push the music from the Australia perspective, from you being a Sierra Leonean and also just enjoy salon music, which is very good. When it comes to promotion, people get out of the view things. Some people can do them free, some people want money. Yeah. But what matters is money. Yeah. So do you think money rules entertainment?
What I feel like right now for the promotion side, Lord puts money aside first. Understand? To me, Maggie, I feel like there's a stage where an artist don't get to. Understand? I don't think you need for go pay for promotion no more. Not to say that I'm proud though. It's not because of that. You've created record out there that people dance to, people listen to, right? So if Terror D drops something, promotion is different from showing love to Terror D or any other Sierra Leonean artist out there. If I drop a record, you giving me a shout out, hey, Terror, this new song is out, check it out. If I can't meet you now, if I want to do a show, right, I can come to Maggie and be like, Maggie, I'm doing a show. I need 1 month promotion. Yeah, we talk business. You charge me. I pay you whatever it is that I have to pay you for make you to promote me. So that's the differences. But what I've noticed about bloggers and promoters in Sierra Leone, everybody wants to collect money. It's not about somewhat. Let's focus on building the industry for now. Let's build the industry. Once the industry is built, trust me, even them Davido, then go contact you for say, hey Maggie, I need you for blog about me. Something might come on the table because they want to penetrate our industry. So that's why I feel like Sierra Leone, we need to embrace ourselves first. Let's push our content out there. Let's get to that peak. Once you get to that peak, that's where the major money comes from. There's no artist where they can a salon, right? Like you go get maybe then Davido, them Whiskey go on for collaborate with an artist in Sierra Leone simply because they want to penetrate Sierra Leone market. But we are giving them free promotion. They're not paying our bloggers a single cent, but they're promoting them. So what about us now? How about we embrace Sierra Leone music? If this particular blogger don't show love to Terror D and I get a chance to meet you, or maybe one day I might just slide on your DM, bro, I appreciate what you're doing. Here's my number, call me. Then if that's more token, I give you as a compensation. You, an artist, we don't create a mark. To me, I don't know, I might get judged again for saying this. I don't think you need for pay. I feel like because you've created an impact out there, your work, when you drop it out there, blog, I can just see it and give a shout out to, say, LJ, Emerson, understand, or Terror D. But I don't think they then got the need for coming for pay you. When they get a chance to meet you, then go appreciate you. Those boys that are coming up now, we want to get to the Emerson level, the Terror D level, that's where the money comes from. You understand?
And you get them from the
Yeah,
younger generation.
that's it. That's where the money comes from. And also, not only that, it put value into the industry. It just kind of for do whack music and you want to get there. You understand? Because for sure you need money in order for you to get to that particular level. But for an artist, we don't create an impact. Why do I need to come and pay again for giving me a shout out to my song?
And it's the same argument about DJs. A lot of people are questioning why Sierra Leonean DJs back home prefer to play more like Nigerian music instead.
That's what I don't understand, Maggie. They're giving free promotions out there. That is something where therefore go they even collect major money for any artist outside of Sierra Leone for their song to be played in Sierra Leone. If DJs are really doing well, right? Say Wizkid, Kana Salon, Davido Kana Salon, or any major African artist Kana Salon, right? Then in Kana Salon, 90% of songs that are playing in Sierra Leone are Sierra Leonean songs. And they want to penetrate Sierra Leone market. Maybe then go there and see the national stadium is filled with people for them. Guess what? For them to get their song played in Sierra Leone, they will need to contact a DJ in Sierra Leone. And they will have to pay that DJ for their song to be played. They will have to pay blogger for their song to be pushed to the Sierra Leone market. That's where then they collect money. But if you not embrace your song, they give a free promotion. What intensive that they have to come and give you money to push them? If when they come to my own country, their song they play past me own song them, why do they need to feature Sierra Leone? There's no point of wanting to feature Sierra Leone because their song is already playing in Sierra Leone. Exactly.
And it's dominating.
It's dominating as well. So what's the point of them paying, meeting Sierra Leone to collaborate with Sierra Leone? But if they come, they say, okay, this guy is up there. You understand? Then go begin ask, man, I want to link up with this Sierra Leone. People they're not looking at it from a business perspective.
Yeah.
I want to link up with this particular person also. Why? Because they want to penetrate our market.
Yeah, just like they're doing with Diamond. Like every Nigerian artist or Amapiano artist want to penetrate East Africa market.
They link up with Diamond. There you go. That's what Sierra Leone needs to do. As for my people in Sydney here, me now not Pekino. You understand? Eh? Me now on brother, me now on small brother, on a big brother, man. You understand? I'm not perfect, man. I'm a musician, but I get my own personality. My personality very reserved. So to anyone of now, if I ever feel like say misjudgment, when I feel say I'm proud, my apology, man. But Terodi is not a proud person, man. I'm just a low-key type of guy. We like for mind me own business. When I get a chance for meet you and know you personally, we go vibe. And even with that still, not to anything normal really happen out there at the go. Not to say because I not respect the fact that you do your own thing, no, but because not to also I able go. I'm trying to represent my own country. And not to some funny way I want to try for represent my country. I want any one of you guys out there sit there and be like, yes, that's our brother. But if I make myself cheap all the time, small picking party out there, I go there. That party out there, and I go there. How would you guys even respect what I do? I love my people. I love when I already from Sydney to Sierra Leone. But I just feel like I've been misjudged by people.
Yeah. Sometimes it happens. So trend, let's talk about trend. Some artists do their music on trends. So for example, if it's Amapiano playing now, they will go to that way. If it's Afro pop, they will go to that way. So do you have any intention to release any Amapiano song?
If the opportunity presents itself for me to do it, I'll do it. But for now, it's not something I'm thinking about. If I get the opportunity, say like I go to South Africa and team up with a South African artist, I can do more. If I get a beat that I feel like it's an Amapiano record, I'll jump on it. Like recently, I get a call from some artist in South Africa for me to hop on Amapiano, and I did. I dropped a verse there or so. But I haven't been put in the position right now to do Amapiano. I'm not gonna say put an X to it. There's a possibility that I will do it in the near future. But to me, I'm an energy-based person. When the right time comes, it will happen.
Right. Okay, so we should expect it, but not to be expected. All right, let's try to wrap up. Now we've said a lot. So you said you are about to release Sugar Remix and all, but you're also a producer.
Yeah.
Can you tell us some of the artists you've produced for?
For now, I haven't produced for any major artists out there, man. I've just been working on myself and playing some of my own projects, understand, and incorporating with other music producers them out there. But basically, I've just been focusing on myself. And also, again, people misinterpret the word beat maker and a producer. A beat maker is not a producer.
Okay.
You know, a beat maker is someone that just play instruments. A producer is someone who structured a record to make a record be commercial or something. Someone behind the idea, even some of the lyrics. That's who you call a producer. Someone who plays the beats is just a beat maker. It's not a producer. Because when you put on a song, some of them don't know half a structure, but structuring a song, knowing what to come up with that sounds good out there, that's the work of a producer.
Okay.
You know?
So we've learned. Thank you. I was today old when I know that there's a difference.
You're welcome.
All right, so we're rounding up now. Do you have any intention to organize a show in the coming months, or we should wait?
For the community, I'm thinking about doing a show for my Sydney people here, man. But I'm still trying to look for the perfect date to come up with in terms of Sydney here. But for Sierra Leone, I get couple of singles that I want to release before ever I try for announce the dates in Sierra Leone. But Sydney here should expect something very, very soon. Okay. And yeah, thank you very much for coming through. And I appreciate the opportunity, man, for get a chance to have this intimate moment with not only you, with the viewers and again out there as well, man. Okay. Shout out to you as well.
So quick one, not tell bye it. Quick one, I forget this. The Artists Union, Australia. I don't see structure, I don't see anything. And you not top guy in the music industry. Any plans? We
did that before. We came up with an artist union before, but you know, you can all set up, you as the big one, you can all set up something, but you always get some other one them inside the way they try for cause problem them. So I'm not gonna call name, you know, but it's been said before. You know, we got an artist, you know, we don't said before, and I was chosen by a majority of the people to be the president. But some people don't like the idea that Tokyo already are the president of the artist something day. So they begin cause problem them. So the thing scatter. But in the long run, I look forward to us building an artist union here. This is not just about Terodi no more, man. This is about us here in Australia, man. If anybody has the capability to be a leader, you understand, I don't mind for us to work. But if I have the capability of being a leader and represent you guys in a very positive way, I see nothing wrong with that. I'm not the type of person that use my position to go and brag out there, man. So I think the first one that we set up, some people get an issue with me being the president, so then cause a lot of problems. So we decided to go separate ways. So hopefully it will happen in the near future.
All right, thank you guys for watching. Terodi will now say his roundup message, and then we done for today.
Thank you, Maggie. Thank you for coming to my house. Thank you for coming to my studio. Thank you for the opportunity to talk to my people. The viewers, thank you very much for listening to my annoying voice, my ranting. I appreciate you guys, man. Something new is coming. Sugar Remix is coming. Partai is coming. You'll be on the lookout for that, man. I got nothing but love for you guys. Salon people, Sydney people. I'm not from Pauna Bobo again.